Do you see him back there?
Yeah.
Benny? He's crashed out.
He's tired.
From what? Being cute?
Yeah.
He drives me crazy. I don't know, he thinks he's a cat, I think.
He likes the pillow.
He always likes to prop his head up. I gotta clean their ears. I've been putting it off, but I gotta do it. I'm not good at all this stuff that I gotta do. Nope. Just do it anyway. Alrighty pants. He says, yep. Just do it. Oh. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I did nothing today. I went nowhere. I've been driving so much more than I have in the last 2 years. And it wears me out. And then I'm moving and cleaning and trying to unpack. And then I'm almost done at the other place. Get out of there. You're going to get beat, little dog. Tucker. Yeah, go in there. Go in there. That's a good place for you. Oh, yeah, it's been fun. So I managed to unpack some stuff today, but I don't have any energy either. I have no, and this is the first day I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not really doing anything. I mean, I did do some stuff, did a bunch of laundry. It was kind of cool. I found this tote. It has some of my king size sheets from my old life, and the king size bed should be here soon, so I don't have to worry about sheets. It makes it nice because I was like, dude, we're in like no placeville. Where am I gonna get king size sheets? But my past self gifted my future self this present, and in them, underneath, I found about 8 or 9 pair of pants and 3 pairs of jeans. And one of the pairs of jeans that I found, I thought were gone forever. And they're like, cause I don't get attached to things because we have had to start over so many times in life, and you just have to let things go. Just let things go. If everybody could let things go as good as old Marjo. Cause I just don't, just how my life is, just how it is. So I thought I had to just let those, and I've thought about them, and I've occasionally looked for them online. Because I've only seen one pair. They're a pair of Guess jeans, but they're like Gilligan pants. I'm wearing them right now. They're like Gilligan pants. Luna! Thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. But they're like, they're like bell bottom. They're the only pair of bell bottom ringy dingies that I have. Closest thing to ringy dingies that I have. Because that was never my thing, but they're just, I can always identify with Gilligan because I was always clumsy like that and stuff like that. Gilligan, yeah. Yeah. So, they're cool. So I was pretty excited about that today. Luna! They always like wandering off. They think I'm not paying no attention. Thank you. Yeah, you don't get to. Just go chill. So that was a real good thing. And all these other pants from my old life, my Docker days, they're all Dockers. That's what I just go to Kohl's and buy Dockers, and I would be set for the season. And then I'd buy like 5 or 6 of the same different color, same brand polos. Just I knew what I liked.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I don't have many of those polo shirts. I had a white one left. but I washed it with a pen.
With a pen?
Yeah, I had a pen in my pocket. I didn't check my pockets, and the ink broke open, so there's black spots, ink spots, to remind me to. My last favorite polo shirt to remind me to check my pockets. So, because you can't really get stuff here. I don't know, stuff I care. I don't know. I got everything I need in life. I don't think I ever need to buy clothes ever again. I really don't. Socks. It's always a thing with frickin' socks, man. Socks have my whole life have just been. I quit even putting my socks in pairs probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago. They just go in a drawer and I grab two. Because sometimes my feet feel like different textures.
Oh, really?
They don't always feel like wearing this. Because, like, I get hot.
Uh-huh.
So, anyway. I've been thinking a lot about the direction in which people are talking about the world's headed. I just can't even put I mean, we have such a short time on this planet to go through. I don't know, it's just so weird. They're trying to merge technology with mankind, with humanity, and the muskrat is already freaking mutilating, along with UC Davis, animals to put chips, just to control things. They just like control things. They're so into controlling things. They just gotta put devices and things and control things, and they're all playing God. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So I mean, you see it. You see kids, they're putting magnets and stuff to do stupid stuff. I mean, it's just. They need to get out in nature more. These kids need to get out in nature. They need to get fresh air. They need to get their hands dirty. They need to start recognizing, their local vegetation and what medicinal properties they offer, because we're all given everything we need to take care of us right here in nature around us. And people need to get back to the old ways a little bit more. I've been thinking a lot about genes and relations and stuff like that, and how traits are passed on with people. And, I mean, like, my family, Grandpa was an alcoholic. 86 years old, he died, but they were bringing him bottles of wine in at the end of his life, so he didn't die sober. My sister Jessica didn't die sober. Well, she might have died the moment, but it wasn't a period of sobriety. It was just a brief. So, who else? My grandma was adamantly against alcohol, and I can understand why. And I'm trying to die sober to just heal that. My brother drinks. I'm trying to heal that. Whatever it is in our family line that is hurt, that has to freaking self-soothe that way. And I did it for a number of years. And if I'm not careful, I'll do it again, and I don't want to do it again. I don't like that. I don't like people when they're that around me. And I just don't like that. And like all of it. Trying to recover and feel normal when you poison yourself, you straight up intoxicate yourself. That's not normal. And just the vacancy and the indifference. I can just carry indifference like a freaking cloak. I don't care about it, whatever, I can't be that person. I'm turning into OCD, Marge. We're going through a phase of that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like to be that. I've never. I see. I've always been the cleaner, and so I know what it entails. It's like the mechanic that has his stuff is always broke because he's too busy working on other people's.
Cars.
Right? So I was always the cleaner and support and stuff like that, making things nice and comfortable for other people. And I hate, and then to have to do that for me at home is just exhausting. I get exhausted. I'm not good at domestic things. I never have been. I'm not good at it. It's not my strong suit. I have other strong suits, and that's not it. And but I was thinking about that because I didn't grow up around my dad. I knew who he was. There'd be years that I wouldn't see him, and we wouldn't. Even when I did see him, like we would literally drive from one end of the state to the other, and speak maybe like an hour's worth. You know? Because I was this teenage girl, and he wasn't going to dare share with me the things that he was doing in his life at that time. You know? He wasn't an honorable man. He wasn't doing honorable things, so.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's doing good now. See, that's the thing, is he grew up, and he stopped living that way. That's what people have everybody can break bad and, like, dabble and live on the wild side and stuff like that, but you can't always live your life that way. It catches up with you. You can't be a culprit. You can't be a shyster. You can't be shady. There's just too much weight to be held. Too much consequence. And we're seeing it. I mean, I dip in on the mainstream headlines every now and again, and I saw that nonsense with that lady's old man husband who just can't freaking stay out of trouble. I mean, that's what happens when your whole life you just go around and do whatever you want to do, and nobody says anything because you pay them off or whatever. They're just as crappy as human beings as the what they're witnessing. I don't know. Ask them. But there's so much of that just self-will's running riot that nobody's freaking disciplining themselves to not do freaking gross, nasty, dirty freaking things. And this weekend, oh yeah, I see. I'm like, what day is it? It's prime sacrifice time. Keep your goats close. Don't let them people freaking slit that throat of the goat in any name of anything. In the name of Jesus Christ, we rebuke you, Satan. And there's too many people. All Satan wants people to do is live for themselves. And look how many people are living for themselves. So I guess who's winning? It's so weird. It's so easy. It's so trite. It's so simple. And people are like oblivious. And all these other people that are just dropping like flies everywhere. I mean, come on. Really? I mean, it's like, yeah, this is the potential. When they started talking, about this, and then because I got 8 anthrax vaccines. They gave me 8 in 4 months. That's a lot of heavy metal, Marge. That's a lot of... Yeah, it takes a lot out of me. It really does. And that shit's nasty crap. And that was back in 2004, 3. I got my shot records. And anyway, and I think about, like, because I know how the body works, because both of my parents have been in such tragic I mean, Mom with all of her physical stuff, and then my dad got in a terrible accident some years back, and
That tail didn't it?
no, he's still alive, but he cracked his head like a dropped like an egg, like it was cracked his skull in like 3 places. I remember seeing the X-rays. They didn't even tell us that it happened until a month out later because they weren't sure he was gonna die, or they were gonna wait to see if he was gonna die or not because they're waiting to see it. If they didn't know, they didn't think it was like real iffy. And he came out of that, and see, he came through that sober, no pain pills, no narcotics, nothing. I mean, I got pictures of him. He's just like gritting his teeth, because he's just in so much pain. And because they transported him from Phoenix, that's where his accident happened,
Is it air? Was it
outside of Phoenix. And then Luna, it's not walk around time. And then he had to go by mobile ambulance type thing to his rehab facility in Santa Barbara.
Oh, wow.
And so I know a lot about how the body works, and I always understood. The only thing is, it's like, God, I'm 48. My next birthday I'll be 49 on 49. Whoever thought I'd make it to live this long? My whole life I've been walking on my toes. I'm a toe walker. And now it's starting to, and because like I don't like tile, I don't like cold
Cold weather.
on my feet. I got Asperger's is what they said. That's the only thing that any doctor I've ever gone to any doctor that they could, or not even doctors, school tests. What?
Yeah, the doctors.
No, I've never been. I could imagine what a bunch of freaking eggheads that have read a bunch of books that were in a syllabus and wrote some papers and sat in on a couple AA meetings, open meetings of Alcoholics Anonymous, and I can imagine how many diagnoses they'd give me. I'd be like, nope.
You've gone through a lot
Nope.
on your own, though.
No. I mean, yeah, it's pretty amazing that I have gone as far as, starting out with baby rape and then all that stuff and then all the near-death experiences and just freaking crazy after crazy, and still managing to freaking go in the Air Force and then go to college only to freaking move halfway across the country and back to find a place to keep us all together. Yeah! I scoff at people that can't change tires. I really do. Yeah. But I'd be glad to show someone, teach them how to change a tire if they needed me to, or if they wanted to learn, I'd be glad to. So, anyway, in thinking about the whole genes and stuff like that, because I think about genetics, and this is the third batch of sirens I've heard today. I've heard more sirens, Mom. We are like 7-8 miles out of town.
Yeah, can you hear it?
They're dry. It's the state troopers. It's the little Nazi toy shoulders. They totally dress like it. They look like little Nazis. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, they're I don't know. Maybe accidents. I don't know. But it's the third time. I'm like, man, I thought I would hear sirens less because we live farther out, and I was wrong. That is not the case. I deleted Sam Cooke today. I couldn't stand it anymore because I just, once you figure out who people are, sometimes you just can't support them. And I've had trouble with them for a while, but I've had enough music that I could skip past, or I didn't hear it very often. But something happened. He came up today, and I was just like, I can't even listen to him anymore, man. He was just another creep. The world is full of creeps, and I just can't. I can't spend any of my time with creeps in my ears or creeps in my eyes. Huh?
That's one way.
I just can't do it. It's not fun.
You right out.
No creepy stuff, man. I'm just like, I know the creepy stuff is out there, and it's creepy stuff weekend, and it was Halloween weekend. It's creepy shit, man. People like weird. No, no. That's the thing. Is like people think, oh, trick or treat, ha ha ha. Yeah, it's no. It's after the kids go home and go to bed, and it's what people do in the late hours, and that's the stuff that is troubling to me. And I have seen so many of these things, and then I always excuse myself, and I never go back, and I don't talk to the people that are doing the stuff that I know what I did. I don't associate, and people, I let people know what I'm into wicked evil shit. I let people know who I am. I'm a person of God, good orderly direction. You don't freaking do weird shit. You don't freaking hurt nobody. You don't use tricks and spells for divination to change people's minds. You don't mess with people's free will. You just don't do that. We're on this planet for such a short amount of time. There's just some things that you just don't do, and all that divination and weird shit and all the freaking tricks and spells and all that stuff. And that's the thing, is because I have these natural abilities. I know, and I'm not going to practice them. I'm not. What I do is my lighter trick. I have the ability of telekinesis. I get it from Ma. Yeah, I know how energy works and stuff like that, I mean, you don't need to put magnets and stuff in you, because people have these natural abilities. They just don't believe in themselves, and we always just sat around a lot, and I'm like, okay, let's try this, and let's try this, and I got pretty good at some stuff. I got some natural abilities.
Your naturals are very
Yeah,
keen.
and which brings...
Are very keen.
Thanks, Ma.
Very keen.
Brings us back to genetics. Like, I stand... Like, genetics are just like... I mean, it's so much more woo-woo than people even care to even think. It's part of your mom and part of your dad, and they make a person with the good and with the full spectrum. So you got the potentials of this whole full spectrum, to shadow to light, back to shadow to again, two parents, right? So you got, that's like a lot. And like my dad, he is an Aries. I'm an Aries. He's a March Aries. He's March 25th, 1948. I'm April 9th, 1974. So we're very different. We are very different. And he was very much into his self-will. And he would do things. He was a dare. I mean, he did things that I would be like, dude, you're going to get, that's how people get killed. And then his daughter died in a motorcycle wreck. It's just so weird to me. Anyway, don't let me, I'm going to go somewhere, Mom. Hold on. And then, but he did a lot of harmful things that harmed other people too, and I didn't go that route. People get embarrassed. People get embarrassed, but that's them. That's not me. Why would anything I do embarrass anybody else? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? There's nothing in it that anybody like. And I've seen people like act like straight up crazy fools, but I'm not embarrassed. I just always thought embarrassment and shame was just something that, or offended, it's just, if that's what you want to be, okay, take it. Right? That's how you want to feel. If that's the emotion that you want to land on, just go ahead. That's your choice, right? But the older I get, I see the qualities in my dad, the positive things that I get from him. And like, I stand like him. Like, there's pictures of my dad and me and my brother. And like, they're just carbon copies of each other.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's weird. It's hard for me to see your face and Jerry.
face into really?
Yeah. I see my face in you, but when I was little, I thought I was adopted like mom. Because I didn't see how I looked like either of my parents. And then now it's like both of them are all over my face. That's why I gotta be good to Ma. Because if God willing, and the creek don't rise, and I get to live to be 72, that face is gonna be looking back at me. So I can't be like, all the pain, the regret. I should have been nicer to the old lady. I should have gave her ice cream more often. Instead every 3 days. Oh, we do have cupcakes. We do have cupcakes. You want one?
Yeah, one.
They're not those little ones.
Oh, they're not?
No. I can't believe. I just put stuff into a cart. And then they ring it up.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm surprised what the number is.
The number
Of the total. Because of the amount of money that people are, is ridiculous.
the cost.
You want to split one?
Yeah.
Or you can have your own if you want, but they're full size. They are pumpkin spice. Here, want a bite? Ah.
That's good. It's light. Really light.
Here.
Here, do you want to bite?
Go ahead.
I like this. This is really soft.
Ari, get back. It has a nice light cream cheese frosting.
That's what it is. Cream cheese. It's real soothing.
To win for Ma. So, but like, I have a lot of my dad's mannerisms, and that's because, well, he's in me. You know what I mean?
What are some of them?
I mean, it's pretty wild how two people make one person that is just it's like spare parts. People are spare parts. They're like the best and worst parts of these individuals. And there's so many people that exist that, I mean, that are coming to incarnate that just, it's like, they're definitely supposed to be here, you know? I mean, I still don't even know the circumstances of my birth. It's never been told to me. I wonder if my dad would tell me now, since we've gotten kind of an open rapport, because I don't know if Mom even remembers, honestly. Get back! Get back. Don't crowd. Good boy. So, anyway, and that's what people get to do is like, you know, my life. I've been trying to figure out why I act the way I act, and astrology is a big proponent for me in helping me determine that. So that's always been. I mean, I've been into it my whole entire. There's years I kind of let it drop away because I'm just like, it was never in my favor, so I just got busy focusing on other parts of my life. But the last 6 years I've been I just listen to talks all day long. I listen to other people's perceptions on how they feel about the energies. And then I add how I feel about things, and I see which way the way, and I get an idea of how I think the world's headed. And it's not going into a good place. It's not going. It's not. You know, my whole life, ever since I was in high school, I mean, it's just, people have always said it's got to get worse before it gets better. And it's never gotten better. So, and in 48 years, I'm like, they just have been lying. They just been lying the whole time. So, I don't believe them anymore. And it's all a crock. It's all games. It's all pageantry. It's all nonsense. And
what's a crock?
a crock, like a crock pot, a crap. Croc.
Like
It's all imposed reality.
that's well put.
Induced imposed reality.
Imposed reality.
Yep. It's all that. It's just nonsense. It's nobody cares. There's too many people that are just trying to get by, that are just struggling to freaking make ends meet just to live. And we don't want to play your stupid pony show reindeer game bullcrap. And we don't give a shit about your sports or your freaking college or your freaking crap teams. Tuck, come here. Come here. We don't care about that stuff. We're just trying to get by. Come on, Tuck. Come here. Come on. You went out last. We'll go walk around in a minute. Just chill out. So, anyway. Yeah, things are going to get pretty crazy. They're already crazy. Everywhere you go, there's crazy people doing crazy things, saying crazy things.
It's like certain people that get a hold of the things.
And I can't believe what the things that people are doing to entertain themselves. It's not conducive to a peaceful environment. It just isn't. There's just
fighting or something.
Yeah, anyway. I think I'm done talking. I gotta let the dogs out. Go walk around.
You warm? Are you warm? Are you gonna be warm enough?
My shoes are outside. I'll be alright. I got this parka right here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so.
On top of your...
Anyway, the story continues. But today, all in all, was a pretty okay day. It was
Those are nice days.
it was a pleasant day. But tomorrow I gotta go back to doing stuff, so. Anyway, it's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace. Come on, Tuck.